Be a mom if you've had a permanent tired feeling between your eyes for several years in a row. You automatically grab 30 napkins from the dispenser at any fast food restaurant, even if you're dining alone. You can accurately reel off each of your children's snack preferences and food allergies while under general anesthesia. You have wet wipes and paper towels strategically stashed in every car and purse that you own. You automatically flail your arm when you make a sudden stop in the attempt to be the airbag for your children. Oh, the joys, the struggles, the satisfaction, the discouragement, the laughing, the crying, the warm, loving feeling of being a mother. It's impossible to describe every aspect of motherhood. So, fasten your seatbelts, bring your tray table and chair to an upright-like position, and enjoy our flight through some observations of motherhood. In If It's Not One Thing, It's Your Mother, by Anita Renfro. Chapter 5, Here, Eat This, You'll Feel Better. God bless General Mills for inventing Cheerios, and God bless Dow Chemical for inventing Ziploc baggies. Between the two of them, the world is a happier place. A half a Ziploc of Cheerios has gotten many a mom through airplane rides, long trips to Grandma's house, and various other situations. If you're smart, you would carry a bag of these in your carry-on luggage on a plane, because you never know if the mother who sits next to you used her last bag of Cheerios in the gate area, and it could be a long plane ride trip without them. There's an old joke that goes, what's the difference between an Italian mother, a Japanese mother, and an Irish mother? The accent. And the spice they add to the comfort food. It's cross-cultural, it's universal, it's our primal connection with our children. We feed when they're happy, feed when they're sad, feed when they're confused. Whether it's to celebrate, to drown our sorrows, or have a connection that involves carbohydrates, the response is always the same. Here, eat this, you'll feel better. In the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding, the mom is a classic feeder. Ian, are you hungry? Oh no, I already ate. Okay, I'm making something. Traditional mothers want to fatten you up. You have never heard anyone compliment a new mother saying, oh look, your baby seems to have about 2% body fat. That is way below the national average and will make for a muscular child. Great job. No. We want to see a baby that has chubby cheeks, a couple of chins, and double knees. It somehow warms our hearts to know that this baby could survive a season of food scarcity. Like maybe an hour without the Cheerios. Moms just know things about food. They know that the cheesy, gooey dish of macaroni and cheese can put a distance between their child and a bad day. We even know it's medicinal. Take chicken soup, for example. Moms have known for years that it does something to fight off infection, open the sinuses, and make you feel better. Medical science is now backing that by verifying something in the chicken soup actually does fight off infection and strengthens the immune system. The question is, how do moms know before the scientists? Soon, scientists will be able to corroborate that you do get colds from going outside with a wet head, and their faces do freeze like that. Through the centuries, I wonder who decided which foods deserved a place on the grocery shelves and which ones just didn't cut it. It makes you wonder how many people had to die mysteriously and suddenly before they figured out which mushrooms and berries were poisonous. And who was the first person to say, oh look, there's a white orb coming forth from that chicken's posterior. Let's hard boil it, scramble it, fry it, Benedict it, craft it. And who was the first person to say that stuff the calves are drinking would be a great addition to our diet. All you milk lovers out there, I just want to point out that we are the only mammals who drink milk after we're infants. And it's milk from another species. Moms just know things about food. And food is a wonderful thing. It nourishes us, It makes us sit down with people we love and talk about things that matter and things that don't. It is one way we show our love and affection for someone. So the next time you're with your mom, just eat it. It'll make you both feel better. Chapter 6. It came from Hollywood. My first entree into the Disney entertainment machine was when my kids were young and I was buying them videos to amuse them while I was trying to get just about anything done. I started noticing a trend in the storylines. No mom. Think about it. Ariel, the Little Mermaid, no mom. Belle, Beauty and the Beast, no mom. Cinderella, she had a wicked stepmother, but no mom. Sure, Dumbo had a mom, he was separated from her, and Bambi had a mom, she got shot. Really not many moms living in Disneyland. It isn't until recently that a whole family was represented in a Disney animation, and although they should have been called the Exceptionals, they were called the Incredibles. You know, things in TV Momland aren't very realistic either. In this magical place, there are many different types of mothers on lots of different shows. But in TV Momland, the mothers never really lose it. If there is a crisis, it'll be resolved in exactly 22 minutes. The children are temporarily misbehaved, but mostly charming. No one gets influenza bouts that require cleanup from a hazmat squad. It's not real. Chapter 13. Eating your young. In the animal kingdom, there are multiple different mothering styles. You've got your marsupials who carry their young in their pouch for a while. You've got the mares with their colts who run alongside and try to keep up. The mama cats to evenly divide their time between giving tongue baths. You've got the mama ducks who waddle in front and expect their little babies to waddle in behind them. Mama bear is legendary for her protective nature. Most experts say that the most dangerous place in the world is between a mama bear and her cub. What fascinating thing was about mama eagles. The mama eagles anticipate their baby leaving while they are building the nest. They add sharp and jagged objects to the bottom of the nest before lining it with soft objects. This is so that as the baby eaglet gets larger and larger and starts wearing away the lining, the nest becomes more and more uncomfortable. This is so the baby will want to leave the nest. Maybe this is why we have the eagle as our national symbol. We admire the way they encourage their adolescents to leave. The most intriguing study in mothering styles is that of the praying mantis. This creature cannot distinguish between its offspring and its prey. This is an unfortunate tendency in many families. So sometimes they will eat their own offspring. Any mother might know how this might be possible. When you have teenagers in your house, you start thinking praying mantis mom thoughts. So the next time your teenage daughter is complaining about your inconsistencies, and you're explaining to her for the 44th time why she should listen to your wisdom, you have a couple of fleeting praying mantis mom thoughts. I have found that it is helpful at this point to get out the cute toddler pictures and re-identify these adolescent creatures as your offspring. And if you keep a stash of chocolate right next to you, you won't be tempted to eat your young. Moms believe we know everything. Just ask any of us. We'll tell you straight up. Doesn't matter if we have any expertise in it or if we have ever encountered it before. No matter, I am mother. When the mother in us rises up, it trumps any doubts we might entertain. We may have self-confidence issues in other areas, but don't even think about questioning our ability to come through in our child's hour of need.